Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are checking out Labyrinthine Labyrinth by holoX. Now, I'm excited to check this out. I hope you all are as well. I'm not too familiar with all of the holoX members. I know I've heard a couple of them on this channel before, but I don't believe I've heard them all. So this is going to be an interesting group song to check out. I hope you're all excited. Let's just jump in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. I do have captions on, but I don't see them. Okay, there we go. Okay. 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 Oh. We're going straight into like synth bass. Okay. This is like a dance beat. Okay. Oh. Okay, this I cannot get a grasp around this song because I was like getting into it. I was like, okay, I understand where the song is going. I understand what aesthetic they're going for, and then we go straight into auto-tune rap, and I'm like, okay, I'm lost again. What? Okay. I will say I really like how the instrumentation is matching the vocals, like especially like on that run right there, you can hear the instrumentation matching that those vocal syllables. I will say it's hard to get a grasp on the song because it is kind of crazy right now. What? Okay. Okay, so this seems to be the chorus. Okay, it seems like for our chorus we're going with a very basic group sort of melodic chant. I will say the instrumentation is very interesting. You know, we're going very synth heavy. We're focusing a lot on our synth, and I mean that's fine. But I will say that autotune rap part kind of threw me off because I was like, okay, that this was not what I was expecting, and it seems like it was just kind of thrown in there. So I was like, it doesn't seem like we're really gonna reference that part again, though maybe we will. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That autotune rap part didn't sound very good, but that's more of a personal preference thing. But I will say I like the sort of melody. It's almost like a Halloween song we've got going on here. It's a very simple, spooky melody, and we've got like a group chant incorporated into it. And I do really like the vocal matching on the instrumentation. Okay. 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 So we had a little trade-off. We had like these keys that hit a percussive, like almost like a bell effect, and then we traded off into the synth right there. So that was a nice instrumental transition. I do wish we saw a little more of that in the vocals. Oh, maybe we're about to. Okay, it looks like we're building up. What? Okay. Oh, that was nice. That was actually a really nice moment there. We had like the vocal showcase for each member, and then we had a group little interjection there, and then we wrote it down. That was nice. That was nice. Okay. So we were going back to the auto-tune rap thing. Okay. The song is all over the place. we just had that segment, which I actually really enjoyed, that vocal showcase, and then we had the group little interjection, and then we wrote it down with a two vocalists afterwards. I actually really enjoyed that, and then we went back into the autotune rap segment, which I think it'll be fine if they just extend that a bit. You know, I feel like the song doesn't feel like it's giving each segment enough time to be solidified in the listener's ear. It feels like we're rushing. You know, we introduce a segment, and then as soon as the listener starts to get a grasp for what it is and gets to latch onto it, we're already changing. We've already switched the segment. So now the listener's like scrambling to latch onto the next segment, but by the time they're getting a grasp for it, we're already changing to the next segment. You know, it feels like it's playing a game of like cat and mouse, whereas you want to invite the listener and make them enjoy the song, enjoy the segment, and then transition them into the next segment. At least that's how I enjoy music. I enjoy music that kind of it invites the listener and then takes them along the journey rather than having them try to catch up to it. This song, I think it would literally be fine if we just extended the segments a bit and then maybe had like a couple smoother transitions. But for the most part, I think we just need more time. We're moving too fast for the segments that we have. I like this theatrical part here. Okay. What was that? Okay. See here, this is fine. Nice. See, that was great. That was a good amount of time. Though I will say I wouldn't have minded if instead of having, you know, the segment and then we repeat that segment with build up, we could have had one more. You know, the segment, then the segment with variation, then the segment with build up, and then the chorus. I think that would have been great. I think if we just extended that a little more, it would have been great. But still, I enjoyed that part. That was a part that I could latch onto, follow what they were doing, and then, you know, I could transition into the next segment along with the song. That was great right there. Nice. Okay. So we've lifted the song now, where we've kind of shifted away from the bassier tonalities, and now, you know, our bassiest part is kind of just a steady mid-tone, and now we've lifted the entire song into more of a treble tonality here. Alright. Okay, coming back down. Okay. I enjoyed that last part. So, basically, what I think my main verdict, my main takeaway for the song is I really enjoyed basically I'd say around this part right here. Like the last minute of the song, I really enjoyed. Yeah. Yeah, so about the last minute or so of the song, I really enjoyed, but the first like 2 minutes of the song, I had a hard time following. And, you know, I wasn't like I didn't dislike it necessarily, but there were some parts where I was like, especially like the autotune rap segments, I was like, this doesn't feel like it works, you know, and that could just be personal preference. That could just be that I didn't really like it, but you know, maybe some other people did. But I had a hard time following the song up until the last minute or so. And you know, it's completely possible that, you know, maybe I'll listen to this like a second time, a third time, and it grows on me, and I start liking it more and more because I'm able to follow it better, and because I'm just more into it. But on a first listen, the song is very hard to get into because it feels like we're always trying to do a switch up or a change before we can get the listener on board, which I think at to some degree is sort of based on the name Labyrinthine Labyrinth. It does feel like that might be sort of the goal of the composition, to kind of make the listener feel like they're lost, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good listening experience, like as a showcase, as like an event, as a show. I think this song probably did execute what it was going out to do, which was create a thematic showcase or an event around this labyrinthine theme. But as a song that I would like want to listen to again and again, I didn't necessarily enjoy this too much. I will say that last minute of the song where I felt like it kind of came together and I could follow it, and as well as the chorus. The chorus itself was very simple and very easy to follow. I think that was fine, and I did really enjoy some of the vocal trade offs and some of the theatrical parts as well. But I just think that mainly those weird autotune rap parts and just the transitions between these different segments, it didn't feel like the song was serving those segments as a segment. It just felt like those segments were thrown in just to switch things up and keep the listener guessing, which is okay, because that could be something that someone really enjoys, but that could also be like a drawback to the song, to listeners like me who don't really enjoy that. Because I think if you listen to a lot of like maybe like for example like Otto is a vocalist who does a lot of these like switch ups and demeanor changes, and she's able to create impact and surprise in the song, but it always feels like it comes together and it's cohesive, whereas this song felt like it was very disjointed, and very starkly segmented, which isn't terrible, because that could be a goal that they were going for. That could be exactly the aesthetic they wanted, and if that was what they wanted, then they executed it well. But in terms of my preference, don't necessarily like that execution of that goal. I would have preferred that they leaned more into the melodic nature of the song, rather than trying to do all these different switch ups and changes. But in terms of keeping, I suppose, listener interest and keeping things varied, the song definitely does its job. So yeah, all in all, I didn't like dislike the song necessarily, but I didn't really like it either. I'm just kind of on the fence about it. Like it's an okay song, but I will make a point that as an event, as a show, as something to show off to, as a YouTuber, to show off to an audience as an event, I will say this song is great, because it's great not as a song, but as an event and a showcase, because there is a lot of effort put into this. It's very entertaining. It's very impulsive. It's very sporadic. It's very exciting. And so as a showcase, as an event, as something to show to an audience, I think the song is great. But as a song to kind of listen to, something you put on your playlist, it isn't for me. So yeah, that's basically my takeaway for this song. I hope you all at least enjoyed this video. And let me know what you guys think about this song. Let me know if maybe I'm judging it a bit too harshly. Maybe I'm a bit too biased, just because it isn't my personal preference. Let me know what you think. I'm open to criticism, or just whatever your thoughts are. So thank you very much for watching. As always, feel free to recommend more things for me to check out in the comments below. Aside from that, I will see you all next time. And if you'd like, feel free to subscribe or join the Discord to be more involved with my reactions and this community. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.